Hey beautiful, what's going on? So it's really good to be back on camera. I skipped a week of uploading a video. As promised, I usually upload on Mondays, but this past Monday I was in what I call an Instagram detox. Yes, you heard it. I completely detoxed. And how does one do that? Maybe you can do that with food because you're eliminating toxins from the body. You can do that with people because you're eliminating their energy out of your life. And so I basically just want to say social media is just like that. It's detoxing a part of your daily activity that no longer is serving you, and you're finding yourself in a flux of like desperation, depression, or depletion, or all of them, and fluctuating between them, or constantly feeling that pressure of sadness and comparing yourself to others and not really having control over your schedule is kind of crappy. It's a really crappy feeling. It's a feeling coming from powerlessness. And I will just go out on a limb here and say that Instagram does not make me feel powerless, but the power I give Instagram definitely makes me feel powerless. So I would wake up, check my phone, use the bathroom, check my phone while I'm on the toilet, get distracted, literally be on the toilet for like several minutes, which no longer serves a purpose in my life because I'm done with my business, but yet I'm still on the bowl, right? So I would get up in the morning and I would basically navigate my morning around when I'm gonna do my Instagram live. If you follow me at all, Curly Hair Alchemist, that's my handle, you probably have seen a few of my lives. I love interacting with people. I love relationships with people. That's why I'm a hairstylist. So for all of you hairstylists out there, it is the biggest time of all to be on your A game, have a social media platform, have tutorials, be on YouTube, be in the world, and be behind the chair. And if you're anything like me and you have your own business, your own studio, or if you have a bigger business and you have employees, but yet you're still on the social media game and you're hiring a marketing company to do it, or you said, screw the marketing company, they're too expensive, I want to do it myself, then you know what I'm talking about. Running a business, raising a family, raising a cat family on top of it. Like, cats are insanely expensive, and so are kids, so they're not really any different. Difference is like yours leaves the house, mine doesn't. And so basically my life was getting out of control. I was losing my mind. I wanted to be there for my followers, but I wasn't being there for myself. In fact, I also wanted to be there for my partner, but I didn't know how to because I was too busy being on social media and being there for people who are not physically in my life. Now, there's huge advantages to having a social media platform. You can grow your business. You can become more exposed to the outside world. People want to talk about you on Instagram, and then it trickles down into YouTube and other platforms that can definitely make you more known, especially if you're not like a certified stylist under a big brand name, or you are trying to get away from those brand names and just venturing out and doing your own brand and being you. Especially as an entrepreneur, it takes a lot of work, a lot of consistency, and social media really helps with that consistency, helps bring in those new clients, keeps retaining those clients. You can use YouTube as continuing education after their visits to your salon and so on and so forth. But why are we so strung out about it? Studies have shown that being on social media and being on video is basically another form of public speaking, except the audience is not physically there. The audience is behind your screen. Now, I can say that partially I can agree with that, and then partially I don't agree with that, because you can just not even look at your camera and talk over here and still say what you got to say, and you don't have to have any eye contact with anything other than the wall. But if you want to have a really good presence, yeah, you have to be here. You have to be present. And I'll tell you right now, it takes a lot of energy. I'm not going to talk too much about myself, but I know I'm an empath. I know I'm intuitive. I can feel people's nervous system. I'm really heightenedly aware of how people feel when they sit in my chair. So there's a huge disconnect for me When I'm on social media, I can't really connect with you in the way that I know how to, and that is my humanness. That is how I human, is in person. So the social media game on Instagram has been fun. It's been a huge science experiment for me. It's been a big beta test. I've had a great time. But then I found myself literally crying for no reason, not knowing how to process my feelings. I was losing communication and losing touch with not only myself, but my partner and my family. I was finding myself making Instagram stories during people's birthday parties. I didn't know where to put a plug and have self-discipline on when, like, get off the Instagram and get back into your shoes, get back into your life. And it's been a huge turnaround. I've been off Instagram for 9 days now, of course, with occasional DM boxes just to see if anybody wants to place an order for products, as I do ship Trepadora products. I am a stockist here in the US. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They are awesome. And yeah, I've come to the realization that I don't have to be on Instagram as much as I think I need to in order to excel in my clientele and excel in what I'm teaching other people to do. I think it's healthy to give things a rest and to take a break and take a breather. I've been able to wake up in the morning and now have back to my normal, what was my used to be normal routine, wake up and be with myself. Now I have snuggle time with my partner. I'm finding he's getting back to feeling like he can connect with me again, and we're just, snuggling with each other and really enjoying it. Another thing that I've noticed is that my stress levels have lowered. I still don't manage my stress that well. I am a Taurus. Change is really hard for my Taurians out there. But I think change is hard for everybody. I think with the right mindset and the right attitude, you can handle stress in such a more graceful and loving way for yourself. But it takes time for some of us who are a little bit behind on that teaching and those lessons that need to be learned. So what has it done for me getting off of Instagram for 9 days and being really plugged into my life? Well, I've been able to pick up some hobbies. I'm more connected with myself outside of my salon, and then in my salon, I am connecting deeper with my clients, and I have more energy. I feel recharged. I feel I've revitalized my organs, my breath work, my awareness is now more calming, and since now I'm holding this calmer space, my clients now feel calmer with me as well. My mind chatter has reduced. I'm no longer thinking of like what's the next topic I should bring up in my Instagram game. Taking before and afters on my stories and showing my work is no longer such a number one for me. In fact, I haven't taken any photos of my before and afters, which I wouldn't recommend for you. I think you need to keep growing your portfolio, but I really needed to step away from the camera and the phone, and I would leave it on my desk all day and check it at the end of the day. I feel more of a sense of calm and peace within myself. So I know that it's expanded my business because my girls and my guys who worked with me behind the chair for this past week were not only happy, and a lot of my clients really are happy when they leave, but the point is that there was a shift in my space, and I could tell that they were like ready for the next level, but weren't rushing to get there in the next step in their curl journey. They didn't feel overwhelmed because I wasn't feeling overwhelmed. As an artist, it's really easy to kind of get sucked into being an introvert and not wanting to expand. But I implore you and invite you to, no matter what, like find that balance and that self-discipline and also that self-love while being on social media, any platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever platform you feel resonated with, know when to take a break and really have that boundary of saying, today is not a day I'm going on social media, and the world will still turn. So I hope if you've made it this far in my video watching, I hope you've learned something, and I invite you to try 9 days without Instagram. Just delete the app off your phone. Don't sign back in for a little bit unless it's absolutely necessary and you need to touch base with some sort of business that's awaiting for you on the other side. Other than that, people get it. They understand. And I hope the more of us do this and practice this detoxification and being in the world and being off our phones, I think the more we can love ourselves deeper. And that's the real mission here, is to go deeper with ourselves and heal and be present and be connected in such a beautiful, poetic way that will be part of your journey and your story. As you live your life, you can tell it. So this is my story. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, magical day. Be bold, be beautiful, be you. Bye.